So let's take a look at my 2007 Ford Transit little camper conversion. So inside we've got, this is the little bench seat that I've made. Down here you've got the light panel which does the roof lights and also the blue bed light. Over here we've got a little desk area. That's where I normally put the MacBook. I've got some DVD and electronic storage there, and down below is like the camping stove, cooking appliances sort of thing. Moving on into the cupboard. In here, if I just turn the light on. So down there is the leisure battery, which is supplied with the split charge system and also the solar panel controller. At the back there is the fuse panel which supplies all the 12 volt sources. That's all connected straight to the battery and to this earthing strip which I made. That earthing strip's just a bit of metal with some bolts welded on and some nuts on there, keep it nice and secure. And then you've got a little light in here so you can see everything. And under the bed is where I keep the two bikes, the dirt jumper and the mountain bike, just so if I ever find a sweet spot and I'm in the van, I can just get one out, have a little chill out on the bikes. So taking a look at the bedding area, what I've got here is the same width as a small double, so it's 4 foot wide, and in length it's just under 6 foot, so if you're short like I am, I can stand up without hitting my head on the roof, and I can lay pretty much lengthways and sleep here. I have had 2 people in here as well, so it can sleep 2. Underneath the bed is a bit more storage, so I got these cupboards that I bought from B&Q. Got these bungees here just to stop all the drawers falling out, and in there I've got stuff, pots and pans, a bit of food, nothing in that one, some clothing in there, just general quick tools that I might need, fuses, stuff like that. It's really handy having that under there, it's quite easy just to store stuff quickly. Oh, and next to it I've got the bin. So when I want to use this little cabinet here to cook on, the side does fold out, and I'll show you how I do that now. And it opens it all up so I can use it as a good worktop really. So when I want to use this to cook on, it's quite simple. This post that I'm using here, this doubles up also as a bike rack that goes onto the tow bar on the back. And just like that, I've got quite a sturdy worktop with that there. Loads of room there, have the stove on there, bit of prepping surface here, kitchen roll there if you need it. So the main thing I wanted to do when I got this van, originally when I got it, it had 2 passenger bench seat in the front, which meant you couldn't just walk straight through to the front. So luckily, on the powers of Facebook, I found this seat which I managed to get fitted in nicely into the passenger side, which now means there's enough room there if you just want to walk straight through to the front. That just means if I'm parked up somewhere at night time, I don't have to get out, let all the hot air out and the mosquitoes and everything in, and I can just walk straight through to the front. So going through a couple of the other little gadgets and gizmos that I've got on board. So at the end of the bed I've got 4 USB outlets. 2 of them are 1 amps and the other 2 are 2.1 amps. Really good for charging things like phones, cameras, wireless speakers, GoPros, stuff like that. I always use it there. I've also got another one at the end of the bench seat, tucked down here, You can't really see that at the minute, but there's again 4 USBs, but also 2 cigarette lighters, which in the near future I'm going to have a TV mounted on here, which will be running off the cigarette lighter. Another one of the cool features that I've got is I also bought this. Let me see if I can get the light on. This is my solar power. It's like an LCD display. So there it just basically shows you what the solar power is putting into the battery, and also on the end there, if you've got any consumers running off the solar power, it will show up there as well. Really good. I'm really glad I got that, just as a more of a visual thing than anything, just to see what I'm getting out of the solar panel in the daytime. Another thing that I bought, which was only cheap, just these battery operated, bit dodgy, but yeah, these just battery operated LED lighting. It's just good at night time if you don't want to flick the main lights on, just put them on quickly. Just, I don't know, if you want to get a drink or just something silly like that, they're really handy. Other additions that I've added, on the back there you've got a little shelf, which is good when you're laying in bed, just to put your phone on, bits of food, stuff like that. The shelf at the end of the bed, which I've gone over, has its own little blue LED light, which is pretty cool in night times, but also it's good just to rest your phone on, wallet, stuff like that. By all means, the van is nowhere near done yet. As you can see there, there's like a little overhead locker which I want to build in a bit better. At the minute it's just got the recycled plastic insulation up there. It's not actually got any boarding or anything yet, so eventually I want to get all that done. It is handy at the minute just to keep my windscreen blinds up there, which I use at night time just to keep some of the heat in. Another thing which I haven't got done yet is on the inside of the door. As you can see, it's just a door there, there's no windows or anything. I will be getting a window retrofitted in there, which would be nice to get a little bit more natural lighting in here, make everywhere just seem a little bit bigger with that natural lighting. But yeah, by all means, it is pretty much nearly done. I've slept in it a few nights now and it's been really comfortable. So yeah, the biking season next year should be awesome with this, and also just general van life, going away exploring. It's going to be awesome.